Okay, so I'm out here on Lake Houston. I decided to come out here instead of Lake Travis. The water is real low in Lake Travis, and the people I was supposed to go with kind of bailed out on me. One of their friends was having a baby today, so I decided to stay closer to home. So, and just to kind of get a clear idea of where I'm at right now, I went under the bridge right there. There's a nice little bar looking thing over there. Restaurant, I don't know what's going on. I see a lot of kids playing. They also got a little stage. Kind of neat little area right here. But I made some crucial mistakes before I got in the water. One, I kind of wish I taped the battery down in the battery case. It is on the left side, but I'm worried that it might fall over. And it's so hot that the battery is actually sweating. It's sweating out the contents of it. So I'm assuming that heat causes it to become like soda. So the electrolyte's kind of bleeding out a little bit, which is not affecting anything in there. I got my backup battery in there too. I'm a little bit worried that maybe it might cause a fire, but you know, I could always jump out of the boat. So, and another thing I did is I forgot to put on sunscreen. I thought about it before I got in there. I went back to my car, I got the hat, totally forgot to put the sunscreen on. And if you work nights, you tend to lose, kind of like atrophied, your skin loses its ability to fight off the sun. So right now I am I'm being cooked alive. But I'm doing this right now. I brought my my favorite 4K camera, and I'm gonna make a video of this 35-pound or 30-pound trolling motor. Probably should mount my camera on the motor, kind of get a good idea of the amount of compensating I'm doing. Hello, log. Right now the water is pretty smooth. Not a lot of jackasses out here right now. I want to see what the wake looks like, because I honestly feel like this kayak is taking on water in the back. Probably should lower the motor deeper into the water, or the shaft, whatever the all's technical term is for it. I'm also tempted the next time I try to do this, that I might put the battery in the front and use this as a anti-ballast. I gotta come up with a better plan and get a drink holder. I want to mount some drink holders on this thing. I ain't gonna lie, I know I'm not that far back from where the boat dock is, but if the motor died right now, I would be very disappointed, because I would probably lose 5 pounds trying to kayak back to the car. wonder if this is where all of Houston's sewage goes to. Am I basically inside a giant stomach right now? How many millions of micrograms of heart medication and Viagra is sitting in this water? Oh man. Woo! Restricted area, huh? Probably some kind of private boat club. When the lead acid battery died, I got back from the power lines. I was at the bridge. I turned back around. I was starting to feel significant power loss. It was definitely bottoming out. But to about the power line, all the way to about right here, it just kept on going. It was never technically dead. It was always always going. And then, say about 50 feet from right here, it cut off completely. I was able to throttle up and throttle back down to get a little short burst of, but so I called the battery dead about right here. So I am pretty sure I could probably make it about a half circle around this little cove right here. When I get home, I'm gonna bring up the map and kind of draw the distance I went and kind of give you all a rough estimate of how long it took with continuous use of that battery. But now I'm on the little lightweight lithium battery, and I can tell you right now there is definitely a difference in the power output. So I'm going to give you all a little demonstration. It's very torquey with this battery. So here we go. And you can see behind me, well, in front of me, which is about to be behind me, this is only 2 notches over, and I'm already hauling ass. Slowly crushing my Chinese hat, using it as a backrest. Alright. Full power. Woo-hoo-hoo. This is with that little lithium battery. Kind of get a good idea of this wake. I was actually about to pass out, but yeah, you can see pretty much about how the other battery was at full charge. So, but apparently this lithium battery will give me this through its whole entire charge cycle, and it just die on me, not really having a a drawdown effect, or basically like a dying battery effect. It'll just straight up die. So I want to put that to the test, but I'm going to do that on the other side of this bridge over here. So I'm going to mark where the lead acid battery died and mark where I got onto the lithium battery. Kind of give you all rough estimates of the range I'm getting with this tiny ass battery compared to that heavy ass to lead acid. That, I'm also kind of curious about it too. I should have been doing timing, but that drawdown of power, I don't think that would really give me a good estimate of, because really you're going to stop using it once you get the battery that freaking weak. But because this is kind of an experimental run, I decided not to go fishing. That, and I kind of forgot my pocket knife and pliers. Forgot to bring extra drinks. Forgot to put on sunscreen. So there's a couple things I kind of foobarred on, so all fucked up. But maybe next time that, and I'm gonna probably put the batteries in the front next time to kind of. I can't stress it enough that I feel like I'm unbalanced. So I'm already starting to feel a power drop. That's interesting. Is it possible that I already killed this little lithium battery? Holy cow! That was only like 2 football fields. Oh, I'm having significant power loss. That is fascinating. She's barely moving. Wow, I can say that it died after 3 football fields. My lithium battery died after 3 football fields. And I got a boat heading right towards me. I really hope this guy sees me. Thank you. Wow, I don't even think do I have any thrust? Dude, it died. That little lithium battery died already. I'll be damned. People waving at me. So once the standard lead acid one died, that's not the case. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do some more experimentation with batteries. I don't like the weight, but obviously higher power density. So major difference in density power. So anyways, holler at y'all later. I'll give a little rundown at the end of my video. I came out of the marina and basically followed the embankment of the bridge, or just before the bridge, and I went under and came out a little bit, turned around and saw a little restaurant and bar area, and so I really started cranking up the motor. And this whole entire time, following the path of the edge of the lake, I pretty much had the throttle at full. Rode all the way down. The thing about right here is where they had that little construction spot where they were building a house or something. So I came around, and right here where this little private boat dock area, come to find out that's actually a police station. So that's why they didn't want you to enter that area. So that's good to know. So this is where the mopos, or whatever you want to call them, come out at. So darted around, came down, and all in all, I didn't feel any significant power loss. She was running, as far as I could tell, unnoticeably pretty peppy, until I got all the way around to this little turn right here, just before, I believe it was a train bridge. I started feeling a power drop off, and also made a little adjustment to the depth of the motor. I did that about right here. So here, draw a little spot. Say about right here is where I made an adjustment in the height of the motor, made it go deeper because I was curious. And there was no real difference besides there was less noise, and the kayak was far more stable. But to about right here, this is pretty much where I start noticing a power drop. Like I could tell that the battery was no longer, throwing out the 12.8 amps or whatever that it was rated at full draw. So at that point, the trolley motor was slowing down. So I made a decision before getting to the bridge to make a V line and go straight back to the marina. Now this whole path from about right here to about here, right here, I had it always set to full power, but it was probably running 50% of what it normally would. And then right before I got to the power lines, it draw down and it did a trickle. Like the motor never really cut out, but like from here to here was like a half an hour, just rocking back and forth. I was actually falling asleep, and right behind the power lines on the way back, there was like these plants floating in the water, some kind of kelp bed or something. There was a lot of fish right here. Pretty interesting spot. So about right here, and I think you can see it in the video, I switched over to the lithium battery. Now that lithium battery had a lot of pep. Like it cranked the motor up full power. It was full power until it completely died just before getting to the bridge. I mean, just died instantaneously. And I would say maybe 3.5 football fields in length. So that little lithium battery, though great for power draw, its power density, I mean, it just dies. So it died right here. And about right here where I'm drawing a circle, I made the decision to switch over to paddles. So I paddled my way back to the marina. There was a storm chasing me too, so that was kind of fun. So this is kind of like pretty much a rundown of my experience with these two batteries. So just to give a rough estimate of my final opinion, I would suggest that besides like weight distribution, because that kayak's only meant for 350 pounds, and I'm a pretty heavy set guy, and then I had all that equipment on there. Look up a more efficient battery, and I might invest and experiment with a petro motor or a gas powered trolley motor in the future, which would probably increase the weight significantly because I would have to carry my fuel. But I might mount that motor directly in the back of the kayak. This way, in hopes that I won't push the kayak into the water like that little trolley motor was doing. The back of that kayak is it's got like a fishbowl design. It's not meant for all that. I guess you could say it's not meant for a powered motor. So I was taking on water in the back, and I'm pretty sure that was dragging me along a little bit slower than what I possibly could have output it. But all in all, it was a pretty good experience. It was a learning experience. So this gives you a good idea of if you want to try this, how far batteries got me, how far that trolley motor got me. So, in a final opinion before the end of the video, great if you're going to be fishing in a small, tight area. If you're not going very far from the marina, if you really want to gain some distance, paddle out. And once you get tired, I'm pretty sure I probably could easily have paddled across this whole entire cove right here to one end to the other. And then once I got tired, I could have kicked on the motor, doubled this distance easily. But that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find a way to explore an area. So my final opinion is density, density, density. I need a lighter, higher capacity battery. So, and I want to get something that can replace both batteries, or have a backup battery. Particularly, I would probably be better off having a backup battery, but a backup battery that doesn't weigh a lot. So once it dies, I can switch over and get back home. 3 football fields, this ain't gonna cut it. So that little lithium battery kind of failed me. I'm gonna give it another chance. I did not charge it when I got it because it has an indicator built into it and it showed it being fully charged. So I might plug my trickle charger into it again and do another rundown of that lithium battery and see if I can get more than, a couple football fields, of distance here. So anyways, this is the end of my video. If y'all like, subscribe, and I guess I'll holler at y'all later at my next little goofball experiment. Later.